Hi guys, I'm Sushmita from Miss Pink Shoes and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a video that I've personally been wanting to do for such a long time, and finally I feel like I'm in that headspace and clarity where I can really talk about this, because this has personally affected me a lot, like a lot as in a lot. It has changed me completely as I am as a person. So yes, today we are going to talk about depression. So depression is one of those things that I feel like nobody really talks about it, and even when they do, they make it sound like, oh, it's such a bad thing and you're a weirdo if you're depressed, and oh my god, why are you so depressed, and it's in your head or you're making it up, blah blah blah. Like, people don't really talk about it the way it's supposed to be spoken about. Depression is so common, like you just Google it and it types, it's the most common thing. It happens to 10 billion people per year just in India. So yeah, like, depression is a real thing. It's serious. It's something that everyone goes through, but it's not something so out of this world and alien that you don't want to talk about it. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Anyways, I don't want to get to all of that. I just want to share with you guys my story, what I went through, what all I did to get out of it, and basically how it shaped and changed my life. So a couple of years back is when I went through my first phase of depression. So a lot of people have this misconception that, oh, a depression should be minimum for a month or for a year or this or that. No, you can be depressed for a week, you can be depressed for 10 days, you can be depressed for 10 months, you can be depressed for 10 years. It's all up to you on how you deal with it, what has exactly caused that, and a lot of other factors. So no, depression is not judged by the time that you're in it or what has happened to you. It's just one person's way of seeing and dealing with their situation. If it's making them so sad that they're always sulking about it, staying in isolation, not wanting to do much, those are the basic signs of depression. So yeah, a couple of years back is when I went through my first phase of depression. It was not sweet at all. It was really, really ugly, and the worst part of it was that I didn't even know that I was depressed until I got out of it. I just knew that I was really sad and upset about something in my life, and I didn't feel happy about life anymore. I didn't feel happy about myself anymore. I didn't want to do the things that I used to want to do, and I was just a mess. So yeah, until I got out of it, that was when I was in school. I was really young and I didn't have the maturity level to even understand my emotions and my feelings, let alone talk to somebody, because I was scared of being judged or because I was scared that nobody would understand. I just didn't talk to people about it. And yeah, eventually when I got over it, when I got out of it, and that was unintentional but it just happened, is when I realized that, oh, I was actually depressed at that point of my life. So later, there was this point where I felt like my life was such a mess. I don't want to get into depth of that because it does involve other people and I don't want to hurt anyone's sentiments here. I truly respect everybody who I was associated with at that point in my life, who I'm not with anymore. And those relationships had their own goods and bads. But yeah, there was a point where I lost a lot of relationships from my life. I lost 2 family members who I didn't realize the value of until I lost them, and I lost all of the closest friends that I had. And it was just such a tough phase for me because I felt really, really lonely. I felt vulnerable. I had regrets. I missed my family members. I missed my friends, and I felt like I was missing out on such a big part of my life which I would never get back. To an extent, that is true. I won't get back that point, but is it that bad to miss out on it? No, you can make new memories. You have your entire life to make memories. So at that point, I was obviously very sad about losing those friends that I had, but I was sadder about the fact that I had no friends. Like, I realized that much later, that there's a big difference between the two. So whenever I would look at a BFF post or best friends for life, friendship goals, this and that, it would just screw with my head so much and I would just be so sad. I was sad for such a long time, guys. I was going to a doctor who actually prescribed me medicines to sleep better and to relax myself. They were all homeopathic. I didn't want to go to an allopathy doctor and take something like that because I know that it can cause addictions, it can cause dependency and all of that. So I was always being treated by a homeopathic doctor, and those medicines are not at all addictive. I'm really lucky that I didn't get addicted to them, but in no way that I'm promoting that. I'm just telling you guys my experience. So yeah, I did go to a doctor. I was taking pills because I couldn't sleep. I couldn't think straight. My days were messed up. My nights were even messier because I couldn't sleep all night. And even during the day, I wouldn't get too much sleep, and that would just make me such a cranky person because I'm not sleeping well. I was eating everything under the sun. Like, I am the kind who starts to overeat when she's depressed. I started overeating. I put on a lot of weight. I used to be really, really thin. I used to wear extra small, small, and then I started wearing small and then medium, and now I'm a medium large. And that is another thing that depressed me because I was putting on weight, but I was eating more and more instead of eating less and working out. So yeah, I was a total mess. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know how to basically get out of it. And talking to people just didn't seem like an option because I felt like nobody would understand me and nobody would get it. And whenever I did talk to people about it, they would look at me in the most sympathetic way and make me feel even worse because they're just showing me sympathy for nothing. So basically, I chose the wrong people to talk about it. I should have chosen right people. I should have chosen smarter people who would actually understand, who actually give a shit about me. But no, I made all of those mistakes. So yeah, the first thing that I would tell you guys to not do when you're depressed is, first of all, be acceptant about it. Don't not accept it. It's not something so wrong. It's not something weird. It's not something that you have to be ashamed about. If you're depressed, you're depressed. It's okay. It's a part of life. It happens to everybody at least once in their life. So don't be ashamed about it. Don't hide it. And if you're an introvert who doesn't like talking to people, it's even worse, because if you're gonna keep it within you, it's just gonna make it worse. It's gonna feel like there's a lot of burden on your shoulders and you wouldn't know how to get out of it. So be accepted and embrace it, because trust me, at the end of it, there is a bright light of this tunnel and you will come out of it so much stronger, so much more confident about yourself, and you wouldn't give a shit about the world. Trust me guys. Now I'm still a very emotional person. Things do get to me. I do feel a lot of things and I do feel bad about a lot of things, but not the way I used to. I know how to get over it. I am rock solid and nobody can shake me. Like, nobody can. And I know that I was never this person. I was not even close to being this person before my depression phase. So I'm really glad that it happened to me, because now I am here sitting in front of you guys talking about my life, and I don't think I would even have the balls to talk to 5 people, you know, like this, so openly, so publicly, putting my life here, putting my weakest things here. I was never the person who could do that. So yes, be acceptant, embrace it, and be like, okay, it's here, so what's next? Don't stay stagnant. That's my next point. Don't stay stagnant. You will want to be in isolation. You will want to really be on your own, or else you would just want to like let loose, do everything that's coming your way, lose your sense of direction, lose yourself. And that is again harmful, because of course you're not just affecting yourself, you're affecting everybody around you. Your parents still care about you, your siblings care about you. There are those people in your life, maybe your distant cousins or your faraway friends or family friends or whoever, you know, come sit and really think about it. There are so many people who actually care about you. So why do you want to concentrate on those people who don't? Why would you do that to yourself? Like, that is the most common thing that you would do. That's something that I did for a very long time, and later that I understand that those people are just the temporary ones who came and went, and the people who really care about me, like my parents, are there with me. And why am I affecting myself so much? Because you know, whatever affects you affects your mom and your dad immediately. So don't do that. Don't stay stagnant. Don't be in isolation, or don't, you know, be this brat who just spoils everything around herself or himself. Be acceptant in a way that you know that okay, there is something wrong, and every day take a step towards making it better. Like, every single day, even if you're doing something for 5 minutes to make it better, you're at least making an effort. So don't stay stagnant. Every day try and make an effort to do something new, to do something that you haven't done in a while. Like, I know a lot of people say join classes, socialize, do this and that honestly works a lot. But if you're a person who is not comfortable socializing and who does not like talking to people too much, or who wants to keep to themselves for a while, do something that you love, that you haven't done in a while. So I'll tell you guys what I used to do. I obviously love fashion, so I started digging my closet and started wearing clothes differently. I tried different ways of wearing my clothes. I obviously wouldn't go out. I was just trying it in the middle of the night in my room, but that is what gave me the confidence and gave me the urge to start blogging. Like, I cannot believe that something so small and stupid that I thought was just time pass actually transformed me so much that now I'm here stronger than ever in front of you guys talking. And yes, that little effort is what counts, and that's something that I've understood. So make that tiny effort, if even if it's in your room, in your bathroom, or in your private space with nobody else watching. You are doing it just for yourself. You're not doing it for anybody. So yes, don't stay stagnant, don't be in isolation, and even if you are, make that tiny effort to do that one tiny thing that you really like. And even if nobody approves of it, you don't need approval here. You just need to make yourself happy. So yeah, that is the second mistake that I made, that I would want you guys to not make, is to go into complete isolation and not want to do anything, because at that point you don't feel productive at all. And even that 5 minutes of productivity in a day will make you feel so much better. You won't realize it, but subconsciously you are being productive, and that's just making your body a little more active on the inside. And eventually over the days you will want to do more. You will want to really do something more than that, because you are liking it so much. So make sure you find that thing that you really love, because if you really love it, you will come back to it. So yes, that is my next tip. And the third thing is that do not listen to people, because when you start doing that is when you get more upset about it. So there was this point where I used to sit alone in class with nobody to talk to, and if I would miss college for one day, and even if the most important announcement has been made on that day, I would really have to like call somebody and ask them and get it out of them. Oh, did something important happen, or is it something that I need to know? Did I miss out? Like, I'd have to really ask people, because I didn't have anybody who I was in talking terms with in my previous college, and I used to feel so sad. And there were people who just, you know, used to feel sad for me. They were like, ayo bachari. Like, don't let that get to you, because that really screwed with my brains. That really made me feel ki, oh, I'm abnormal, that I don't have friends. So don't let people's words get to you, because I know that is the most difficult thing to do at that point, and you really just want to be left alone. But don't do that. Don't let it get to you. Try your best to ignore it, because you have enough problems to deal with, girl. You don't need more. So my whole intention of this video is that to put out there that depression is not wrong, it's not bad, it's not abnormal, it's just a part of life. Everybody's been through it, or everybody will go through it at a point in their life, and you don't have to let it shape everything about you. Choose, learn, let go, forgive and forget, and move on. Like, these are the things that I've learned through my phases, and it has helped me so much, and it has totally transformed me as a person. So I just want to create a very comfortable environment here where you guys can talk about your issues, things that have affected you, things that have made you depressed, or if you're a person suffering from depression, please comment down below. I want to have like a really healthy discussion on this channel where everybody can talk about it, because I don't see a community anywhere for such people, and I really think we need one, because every other person I know is going through depression for some reason or the other. It could be a breakup, it could be losing a friend, it could be losing a family member, it could be as serious as being molested, or as simple as just not having friends. So yeah, please talk about it, share it. Don't be scared, don't be hesitant. Know that you're better than this. Know that it's a phase, it will pass, and I promise you, eventually there is a bright light at the end of this dark tunnel. You feel like you're stuck in a box, feeling stuffy, feeling lonelier than ever, and trust me, trust me, I have been there. It sucks. It really sucks. I know, like, when I was there, everybody told me that, oh, it's not as bad as you think it is. But bro, you haven't been there, you don't know what I'm going through, so shut up. Like, that's all that I used to think. And I know it sucks to be there. It feels like the end of the world. But when you come out of it, you're going to be a stronger, independent, headstrong person who doesn't give a shit about other people and who loves herself. So if this is what I get out of being depressed, then I'm okay with it. I'm glad it happened to me, because I love myself so much more than I ever did, and it honestly feels the best. So yes, I really hope that you guys take this piece of me and keep it carefully, because it was really very hard for me to come and talk about something like this, because it is still something that affects me. It is still something that bothers me from time to time, and it's just a really personal thing that I'm sharing with you guys. So yeah, I really hope you guys like this video. This video helps you. I really hope it helps you guys. Like, that's all I want out of it. If it makes you feel even that good about yourself, my purpose here is solved. So yes, I really hope you guys like this video. And if you did, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, the link is down below, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.